It's lunchtime and it's time to sound off. I don't know if the world has always been this way. It probably has been. But it's worse now because of the internet. And this isn't really about aviation, but I'm using the recent very sad crash in Washington as an example of this. Now, I'm not, the sage word of wisdom when it comes to aviation. I probably know more than the average person because I did do flight training. I couldn't get my license because we found out I have diabetes. However, when it comes to this crash, I finally saw the video that everybody was talking about, and just to kind of tie this together, I hope. God, I am so tired right now. On the way to and from work, I listen to talk radio. That is because the local, the classic rock station that we can get around here plays way too much Tom Petty and too much Boston. Any Boston is too much Boston, but regardless. And tonight on the way to work, I heard some guy, apparently he's a New York cop, he was a guest on some show, saying, not necessarily saying outright, but definitely strongly hinting that he wonders if the Army chopper didn't plow into that regional jet on purpose, which is the first time since that happened, the first I've heard of anyone saying something like that. And what gets me, now what his aviation bona fides are, I don't know. It's a cop from New York. Maybe he's a pilot, I have no clue. But anytime something big happens in the news, suddenly everybody's an expert. And I'm guilty of this too. But, during the O.J. Simpson trial, everybody was a brilliant criminal defense attorney. 2000 election, everybody knew Florida election law backwards and forwards. COVID, suddenly, everybody was a biochemist and a doctor and a respiratory therapist and all the rest of it. And it happens when planes crash too. I see a lot of comments in the flight simulator forums, if you will, that I sometimes look at. Don't want to, but it comes up. They're going to talk about it, right? And the bottom line is something like that. In that particular case, we don't know what happened. We've got that video, and all we can say for sure is that it looks like the regional jet is on a very stable, perfectly fine final approach. And then the chopper comes seemingly out of the left side there, out of nowhere, and just plows into it. But you got people, Army pilots are reckless, Army pilots don't follow the rules, Army pilots, blah, 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 blah. And we don't know what happened. I'll float an idea. Maybe someone hit the Army chopper with a laser and the pilot suddenly got blinded. I don't know. No evidence to suggest that. I'm not saying that's what happened. But, I don't know. I guess we all need a little drama in our lives. We all like to talk about these things, and that's natural, I suppose. But, there are umpteen different federal agencies that are investigating this thing, plus the military. And because the military's involved, I think it's even money that we may never have a clue what happened. That's perfectly possible. Wouldn't be the first secret they've kept. You know, just don't know. But, you know, to get on the radio and just throw out there that the crew of the Black Hawk intentionally rammed into the regional jet. I don't know. Something about that one kind of turns my stomach. That's what made me want to sound off. Anyway, it's starting to snow here. And this is my Friday. So, see you next week. Bye-bye.